All right, boys and girls. Whoo, Mama is about to rant and school you on some stuff. Yes, I have a seaweed mask on my face. No, I'm not taking it off. Y'all are going to sit through it, all right? So, so here we go. All right? It's actually a really nice mask, I have to say. I'm looking pretty today. Okay, anyway. What is that gigantic fly? Oh my God, came to life. Wow, middle of the winter. Imagine that. God bless, child. God bless. Anyway, okay. This video is about public assistance. Why it's important and why people need to mind their own business. Okay? I feel the need to speak about this for many reasons. And if you want to know what my credentials are behind speaking about this kind of situation, one, I've had to use government assistance before in my life at a very inopportune moment in my life where shit hit the fan and I had no choice. Okay, that's what it's there for. Two, I used to work at a homeless shelter for parenting and pregnant teenage girls, and if it weren't for SNAP benefits, HUD, all sorts of stuff like that, public assistance, job placement, these young girls without parents would not be able to take care of themselves or their children, underage children, right? Teenagers. Okay. So I'll give you a little background. When I had my daughter, I was living in California. My daughter's father had lost his job, so he was on unemployment for a while. We were in the middle of having a baby. It was really difficult to find a job for him that was, I had a C-section. Like it was a lot going on, right? He was looking, but we were just in the process of getting it all figured out. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, rug pulled out from underneath us. Unemployment was cut. We did not have a dollar. We needed food. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. We went to our local social services. We got emergency food stamps, and they set us up on a program. Thank you, God. Whatever God you believe in, thank you, because without that, we would have been screwed. Okay? Sometimes life just hits. You want to use unemployment and things like that because of like circumstances. Sometimes people just get laid off. Okay? You don't know the situation. And furthermore, it's so much harder to get on food stamps and public assistance than you think. You don't just show up and they hand it to you. They do background check after background check on your finances, where you're at, like what, they're not going to just not give it to you, especially food stamps. They're more lenient with food stamps, but as far as public assistance, which is just money in an account that you could spend on anything like rent or, you got to go to the doctor or you just need clothes or whatever it is, they're a lot stricter with that. But for food stamps, it still is a long process and you still have to prove a lot to them, have paperwork and all this kind of stuff. So without that, new mama with the new baby, we really would have been screwed, and eventually we got ourselves together and it all worked out. But it just so happened to be like a series of unfortunate events that just kind of happened one after another. And then now you're having a baby. I had a C-section. So, there's just people who are in that predicament, like you get it, right? So another reason, okay, so that's that story. Then working with the teenage girls, some of them are there, one, because of their own doing. Maybe they're just, hard to deal with. Their parents can't take care of them. Two, other reason why they're in that shelter. Their parents are crap and, they need to get out of that house or because it's a really bad situation. Poor kids. Okay, kids make mistakes. They got pregnant for one reason or another. And now they're stuck dealing with it with no help from their parents, no nothing. So imagine being 14, 15, 16, whatever, and you're out on the streets and you're pregnant. It's really sad. It's not funny. You don't blame them for shit. They're kids, right? Now I'm realizing with this government shutdown going on right now, people are going to lose benefits, or they're going to be, their benefits are going to get messed up. And people sometimes rely on that. Like, you don't understand, like, I don't want to give drug addicts money. It's not as much money as you freaking think, first of all. And we all know people get paid more than they should be getting paid. And we all know if we move this here and that here, and I'm not saying like they earn that money, they shouldn't have it. Like, I'm not like an angry soul in that way where I don't believe people shouldn't get what they work for, right? So, I really don't want to edit this video. My iMovie's messed up. Sorry, guys. Trying to keep it going. So, so it's really messing a lot of people up. It's not funny. It's not like a game, like I'm rooting for this side, I'm rooting for that side. No, it's human beings who need help. What happened to humanity where we're all so focused on ourselves, right? So, like, so what if they're giving, also too, so what if they're giving drug addicts food stamps, okay? Everyone has, like, people have low points in their life, okay? And to be honest, they're maybe giving that drug addict food stamps because they have 3 kids. And they have no reason to take the kids away for whatever reason, or, they can't prove anything, mom's in rehab, whatever. Because those babies, and I've said this in other videos, those babies don't have 3 months a year to wait to eat till mama gets clean and isn't spending money on crack. That money goes, food stamps is strictly for food. No tinfoil, no saran wrap, no clothes, no nothing, okay? It's just for food. So those babies don't have 6 months for mommy to get clean to get fed. Okay, food stamps are really for the kids, honestly. That's why they're maybe more lenient with those if you have kids at home, right? They're not going to not let those babies get fed. And, like, not everyone's getting their kids taken away, okay? It's not always that necessary. Or it can't be proven, you know what I'm saying? So, to judge the situation, like, you don't know. What if you were in that dire situation? What if you had cancer and you couldn't work? Now your food stamps are getting cut. Now what, you can't eat either? It doesn't just go, people with disabilities are on public assistance, SSI and things like that. Those things get cut. Those people can't eat. Those people can't pay their rent. Go watch the news. Not Fox News, not CNN, not NBC. Go online. Do some really deep research on what's going on. Okay, this is getting itchy. I'm going to have to wash this off soon. All right? It's important. It's so important to just let that be. This government shutdown is so unnecessary. It needs to be resolved. Okay? Food stamps, public assistance, it helps a lot of people. Yeah, some people take advantage, but most people don't. Let that sink in. Most people do not take advantage. They're just stuck. A lot of them are like people who just didn't have families and like now they don't know what to do and they have no other choice. We're a first world country for a reason. Okay? We help our people. We're able to, because we're able to. And we start cutting things like that. It's not like, oh, go get a job. Come on. Single parents, it's not as easy. That's number one. Number two, we all know that pay is less, rent is more. Our parents had it easier. Okay, we all know all that. Let's stop pretending that that's not true. I'm sorry all these last few videos were a little bit ranty. I just had a lot of passion burning inside. And, I'll get back to my more wholesome videos. But these things are important. Are you taking me seriously with this mud mask, by the way? Seaweed, it's great. My skin, it's going to be so plump and delicious. But let's not judge, okay? It's so important. So help where you can. Donate food and clothing. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen. I just donated a shit ton of clothes. I work with the peanut butter and jelly movement when I can. It's something that I've talked about in my other videos where we make sandwiches for homeless people. When you're able to, whatever little you can, just give back. Clip coupons. Clip Burger King coupons. Give them out. Okay? My sweet, sweet, precious people of the world. I love you. I love you. Your opinions matter. Your starving stomach matters, okay? I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for everybody dealing with this situation. And it's so sad and it's so ridiculous. People with cancer, people with issues, those people are on like public assistance too sometimes, okay? Elderly. You wouldn't want the rug pulled out from under you either, okay? Sometimes it's just, it has to be that way. And you don't want to feel ashamed to have to ask for help. Okay? Babies don't have 6 months to a year for mama to kick the drug habit to get fed. Food stamps pay for your baby's food, your children's food, okay? It's not as dark and gruesome as you think. It's for the babes. It's for the children, okay? I love you guys. Think about it, all right? Don't be so close-minded. All I want is peace for everybody. I want everyone to live happily and play out their fantasy world and their dreams and their goals, okay? And I apologize for dissing Fortnite in my last video. I'm sure it's a cool game. All right, love you guys. Like I've been saying recently, don't worry if you burn that steak. Just order a pizza. Bye.